So the Gemara Chazor today, Daf Gimel Amud Beis. Top line, we're discussing again the taich of or being orto or being evening or being morning. And we went off topic, but we said about that everyone agrees that it means evening, and we got involved in different lashonis. The Gemara on the bottom is discussing then why our Mishnah picked the lashon of or those lashon tzach, lashon naki. And then we were discussing different lashon nakis. The Gemara said that by a woman we don't use lashon of rechiva, of riding, because riding is pieces of regalayim. The Gemara really the pasuk in Shmuel by Abigail over here she's riding on the chamar, and the Gemara also mishum biasusa delel yorchu, since she's traveling at night and there's a natural fear of night, then it's normal to ride. So the Torah, the Navi will use a lashon of rechiva. People say, no, a fear of night would not be normal for a woman to do rechiva. We shouldn't be asusa the Davidika, because the fear of David, she's coming to speak and beg by David HaMelech. People say, a third time is be asusa the David Namelech, and that also wouldn't create a lashon of rechiva. We shouldn't be asusa the Har Ika. She's going down a big mountain. The pasuk says she's going down a mountain or up a mountain. I don't know which one. I don't have the whole pasuk in front of me, and that's the fear. You read this, right? She's going down a mountain. That's the fear, and because of that, again, the lashon of rechiva is normal. Is taka the normal darach over there. We said earlier, because the Torah uses lashon naki, and what Torah never says tamei. Torah says tamei numerous times. Anytime we're saying the lashon naki and saying the lashon meguna is the same length, then in the Chanami use the lashon nikia. If saying a lashon naki is longer, then mishtoy b'lashon katsara, then use a lashon katsara, even though it's meguna. A person should always speak and teach this time in b'lashon katsara. That's the easier way to remember what you learn. The few exceptions we had, the different psukim we had on Daf Gimel Amud Aleph, the psukim the Gemara brought down, there the Torah, even though it was longer, the Torah used the lashon naki, guva to show you the cheshivas of the lashon naki, so that you'll learn that whenever there's a naki, use a naki, assuming it's the same length.
It's better to short.
Correct. That's exactly what the Gemara here says. It's better to have a short, even though it's a davar lashon meguna, than to have a longer and being a lashon naki. Yeah. But what are we really being chayzer for? To the kasha we had yesterday. So but what are you really being chayzer from? What? I tried thinking about this also then. What? Why? But the kasha was never on that though. There was never a problem with that. That wasn't the kasha. The kasha that we're having back is nothing to do with this last 15 lines of Gemara. It's going back to square one. You're being medayik. Yeah. No.
So the teretz can't be that the sushi is not the teretz for everything, because you're always going to lecture on tummy. So you have to say new teretz that really you say tummy sometimes. And the teretz is not the asus.
Yeah.
So why title it say
yeah, but look, it wasn't a kasha directly on that teretz, and you still could say that teretz. So therefore, now when the Gemara is going to ask, you're skipping a little bit because we didn't get to it yet. Really, any time where it's the same length, you would use a lashon kava, now a lashon meguna. The top pasuk we had on top line. It could have said the exact same amount of letters, right? That's what you're referring to this kasha. The Gemara's teretz of Mishnah B'Yasusa still could apply. Point is, the kasha wasn't directly on that teretz per se. Is that true? The word recheves and yesheves is the same amount of letters. The Torah still uses lashon of recheves, and for the Gemara recheves ksiv without the vav, so taka is shorter. Like Rashi explains, anytime we have a chasser who's coming to teach us something, and gufa is coming to teach us, that shorter is better even when it's lashon meguna. I don't try to tell me either have a yasvik coming the Rav, the two Talmidim sitting in front of the Rav. This sugi is mamish making us like a worn out davar worn out pig. This sugi is making us worn out like a gedi, like a worn out gedi. Rav mamish wouldn't talk to the one that spoke in a lashon meguna by referencing the davar acher. Had another story. How did Trey Talmudim have Yasvik made the hill? Two Talmudim sitting in front of the hill. V'chadam Menayu Rabbi Yechim and Zakkai. One was Rabbi Yechim and Zakkai. V'amar Law, a different version of the same story. Kamei the Rebbe. There were two Talmudim sitting in front of Rebbe. V'chadam Menayu Rabbi Yechim, and one of them was Rabbi Yechinan. Chad Omer Neima Boitzum B'Tari V'Imoiskim B'Tari. V'chad Omer Neima Boitzum B'Tari V'Imoiskim B'Tuma. Both asking the same question. Why, when it comes to grapes and you're being boitzer grapes, you're squeezing grapes, then you have to use a tahar kli. But when it comes to misika, when you're pushing, squeezing olives, then you don't need to use a tar kli. You could use a tamei kli. The first one, the way he asked the question was, you don't need to use a tar kli. The second one, used a lashon of, you could use a tamei kli. Omar and Rebbe or Hill, right, whichever version of the story you have. Omar, muftach ani bozeshem moyer Rabbi Yisrael, v'loy hayom muatem atcha hayom Rabbi Yisrael. Muftach and him, the one that spoke in the lashon naki by mentioning ein boitzim b'tayra, sorry, ein moiskim b'tayra, not b'tmeya. He's going to be a Moyer Rabbi Yisrael and Taka. Shortly thereafter, he was a Moyer Harod, Rabbi Yechim ben Zakkai, or Rabbi Yechinan. Hanat Losa Kani. There were three Kahanim. Chad Omer Lahu Hagiani Kepov, Chad Omer Hagiani Kizayis, Chad Omer Hagiani Kizonav Halta. They were talking about how little amount of lechem upon they got. One said Hagiani Kepov, I got a small amount like a bean. The Chad Omer Hagiani Kizayis, a small amount like an olive. The Chad Omer Hagiani Kizonav Halta, like the tail of a halta, right, a sheretz. Both Achrav, they were boiting Achrav. They saw he spoke bad. They were boiting Achrav. Umotzah Shemetz Posel. They found Imam had a Shemetz Posel. One of his ancestors are really Psul Kuna Cholo. He's really a Cholo. Really? Once they have Kehanim that are being Misharis al Mizbeach, you don't have to be boiting him because you know the Lishkas that goes, the best Lishkas that goes would not allow a Kohen who was not a Miyuchis to serve. So how could it be they found the Shemetz Posel? And for the Gemara, Shemetz Posel, Elohim Shachatz Posel. Not Shemetz Posel as in an emes Psul Kahuna from a father, grandfather, great grandfather, ancestry Psul Cholo, but a Shachatz Posel, like Rashi explains, he was a Gasruach, a Mavazah Kodesh Shemayim, who's now Roy for Avodah, like the Gemara Menachah says. Another teretz shiny hosam to iu the ar nafshay. And it could have normally a boy to give him as but over here, yet the guy made a reyesa for himself. He spoke beloshem meguna by mentioning kizon of halto. So he made a reyesa. Therefore, we are boydik. And again, it was nimtza that obviously the bezna Lushkas and Gozes missed this error. Another story. There was an Arma, a guy who was went up to Yerushalayim to eat the Korban Pesach. Omar, he used to say, he was bragging about himself. Ksiv, kol ben meicher lo yochel boy, kol or lo yochel boy. V'ano and I hokachilnu mishufri shufri. I'm eating even the best parts of the animal. He's bragging about himself. Rabbi Yehuda heard, and he said to him, Miko sofalucha me'alya. He's tricking him. Really? You're getting the best part of the animal? Did you get the tail? That's the best part. Omar lei, Lord, no, I never got the tail. I never got that best part. Advised him, next time you go up, tell them, you're not giving me the best part. I want the tail, which is the best part of the animal. The next time you went up, give me the tail. What? The gets his hook of al mizbeach. They asked him, who told you to request the tail? The is the one that advised me to ask for the tail. So they said to themselves, my hand to come on, what's going on over here? There's something fishy. They checked into this guy's zichos, they found out he was a guy, he was not a yid, and they killed him. They sent to Rabbi Meseira, Shalom Rabbi Meseira. Da'ab Nitzivim. You are Nitzivim, but your net is spread all the way to Yerushalayim, and you gave him the eights purposely to get him chapped ice by us. Another story. Rav Kana was sick. Shajur Rabbanan Rabbi Shua B'rei Rav Idi. The Rabbanan sent Rabbi Shua B'rei Rav Idi to go find out. Amrulei Zil Badik by Madina. Go find out, check out what's up with him. Also, he found that Rabbi Kana died already. He tore his clothing. He turned the kriya, he turned the rib inside, so it's not so visible. Why? So that the Rabbana, when he came back, wouldn't immediately chap. He was crying as he came back in. After did he die? I didn't say that. Those words won't come out of my mouth. Someone that is moitzi diba, someone that spreads, brings out bad news, huksil is a fool. Another story. Yochanan Chakukah Nafak L'Karyosa. Yochanan Chakukah, he went to check out the crops in the villages. He also, when he came back, they asked him, Chitim Nasu Yafas, knew what the Chitim doing well. He answered, Soyim Nasu Yafas, the Soyim are doing well. Obviously to infer that the Chitim are not doing well, because he didn't want to say Chitim are not doing well. He didn't want to say a Dovar Ra, a Klol Ra. So they ridiculed him and sarcastically said, "Say you basel the soyim are doing well. Go tell that to the horses and to the donkeys. Soyim and teven, that's food for horses and for rochesh, for other types of chariot animals." What should you have said? They're sarcastically making fun. Go tell the animals. He Kufa said Sa'irim on purpose because he didn't want to say the Davar Klol, the Davar Ra of Chitim were bad. The Gemara says he still could have said a little bit better. Last year there were good Chitim. And this year the Chitim are not doing well. Or Inami Adoshim Nasu Yofos, the Adoshim were doing well, which Adoshim is at least Meichel Adam, and not go to Sa'irim, which is Meichel Behema. Ad Kan Chazara.